All right, okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, this is me, Dairos Charles from Easy Markets, and this is the Daily Pitch International breaking news segment, which we run on our YouTube channel, which you can always subscribe to in order not to miss out on these. But basically, look, I wanted to pick up on the Swiss National Bank interest rate decision, which is coming up. So yes, before we go into all that, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So yes, the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendations and should not be considered as such. This material should not be taken as an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. Look, I'll give you a few seconds to read the rest. I'm not going to disappear anywhere. So yeah, basically, we do have a few important events coming up. We this morning, today's Tuesday, when I'm recording this session, this little video. We already got the RBA interest rate decision where they kept the rate unchanged. So let's have a look what could be happening with the Swiss National Bank. But before we go into that, even quick mentioning of our Easy Markets website, which you can always check out for more information about us. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist. So let's have a look at the calendar. So Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, in general, this week is quite a relatively busy, I would say, especially Friday with the upcoming PC index. But you know what? That's something for the next video. But for now, I wanted to pick up on the SNB because the interest rate decision is coming up, yes, on Thursday. So check out the economic calendar and check out what time it's coming up in your region. So look, the expectation is for a number to drop, for the interest rate to drop from 1.25 to 1.00, basically to 1%. I think that this is going to be quite an interesting event because I think that yes, they have been on a cut on a cut mode in a cut mode for quite some time. So last time they've cut was back in June, and going from yes from 1.5 to 1.25. Look, the situation here is that I think they're trying to battle actually lower inflation, unlike other major economies. Look, in other major economies like the U.S., like UK, the inflation is kind of okay-ish still. So on the contrary, let's say even Australia's inflation is still good, but even on the higher side, I would say even like today, for example, they didn't go for a cut nor hike because I think that they're afraid that inflation might pick up again. So, but that's not the case for the Swiss National Bank. Their inflation sits at around 1.1%. So, yes, let me just double check that very quickly. Yes, 1.1, and it has been declining for a while now. So basically, I think for the SNB, for the Swiss National Bank, the idea here is actually let's boost the economy. Let's give it a little bit more juice, to run on because and let's bring that inflation back up a little bit into that 2% range, 2% target because let's put it this way, their target is also at 2%. So for now, it has been drifting lower. So they're afraid that this might actually also play out negatively on their trade balance because at the moment that trade balance, let me just double check very quickly, just looking at these external sources. So yes, their trade balance has been drifting lower since June. So they need to improve that. So they need to improve their exports and or maybe lower down on the imports. And for now, I think that there is no exception that they're going to do 1% cut. I don't think that they're going to do a 50 basis point cut, bringing it to plus 0.75, but 1%, I think that's quite logical, and let's see if they're going to stay with that, because at the moment, I think that they need to boost their inflation back up a little bit. Now, in terms of how this could reflect in the Swiss franc, so let's have a look at the CHF JPY situation here. We can see that so far it has been pushing higher, and this is the moment that I think the Swiss franc, even if we look at the USD CHF, it's still relatively strong, and of course the cut of interest rates, it's not good for the currency. Normally we see or theoretically we see a some weakness in when we get a cut in the interest rate, and we get a weakness in the currency against its major counterparts. So maybe this is the moment where we're seeing right now. We know that it's gonna happen. We know that the rate cut is gonna happen. So let's bring it, let's bring it up as much as we can in order to sell it off later on. So just have that idea in your heads, because looking at, let's say, for example, GBP CHF as well. GBP CHF is looking at GBP. Okay, GBP might be a little bit of a wrong example because the pound right now is on the stronger side, and yeah, we can see that clearly. Let me just double check the euro situation with the euro CHF here very quickly. Right. Okay. So it's kind of flat-ish, but overall, we can see that the euro CHF has been drifting lower. So in a way, maybe this strength could kind of finish off, like, or it could end. But I think that there's other factors to keep an eye on. Let's say for the euro here. We need some weakness in the euro, but the euro right now is kind of holding on okay-ish as well, despite the major cuts that we saw from the ECB. So we're going to go back to the USD CHF. The US dollar, of course, is on the weaker side. It's a good example here right now. US dollar is on the weaker side, so the Swiss franc here could play out nicely. If we see USD CHF popping nicely to the upside, and this is, I think, that what could happen when the interest rate gets cut. So we could see a bit of a pop here. And look, what I'm keeping an eye on here from the technical side is that keeping an eye on this 0.8525 zone. If that gets cleared and we clear the 45-day EMA as well here, great. This could open the door towards a larger correction to the upside, because don't forget that overall still we're on a downtrend. So, but a bit of a correction here back up could be possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this was just a quick take on the upcoming Swiss National Bank interest rate decision. So yes, check it out. Keep your eyes on it. If you are trading something Swiss franc related, yes, that's coming out on Thursday. So yes, keep your eyes on it and be very careful. It would be quite interesting actually if they would not cut and they would keep it at 1.25. Let's see, because I think that I think they will stick to 1%, because they do need to weaken their Swiss franc a little bit in order to boost maybe exports, so improve their trade balance. So, of course, let's not over speculate too much. Let's see how this is going to play out. For now, I'm keeping an eye on it. So hopefully this little piece, this little video helped you to kind of maybe, to bring everything into a little bit of a different, from kind of bring it into a different perspective. Maybe you will build, your own opinion on this. So, and which I totally encourage. But yeah, look, I hope you found it helpful. Let's put it this way. I hope you found it helpful, useful. Stick around, subscribe to our channel, because we will be throwing out more of these little breaking news videos, and we have been doing that in the past. So yep, check us out. So like I said, hopefully you'll enjoy this session, or hopefully you enjoyed this session, and I will see you later. Thank you very much. Yep, bye-bye.